Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sarah, aka the Sandwich Lady. Today we're doing round 2 of fixing up this Liberty. The last thing that I did was service the transmission. But today we're going to service the transfer case and probably both front and rear diffs. Hope you stay along and enjoy this video. Loosen this up. I feel like I should get the bigger drain pan. I have a feeling it's going to get all over me. Starting to seep out right there. Oh my gosh. Ugh. It's supposed to be pinkish purple. Kind of see the inside right there. Looks okay. Gonna let that fluid kind of just drip out a little bit more, make sure it's completely out of there. Fill it up with fresh ATF4 fluid. I'm gonna go ahead and just start on the rear diff. So I have all but the top bolt on the rear diff cover taken off. The pan is in the way here. Oop, oop. Look at that. That is disgusting. The fluid on the rear diff's never been done. If it had been, it wouldn't look like I don't know what you would call that. Another little whack. So gross. Not going in the pan. And you can't even see it because my hand was there. Diff fluid should not look like that. This is what the inside of the rear differential rear differential looks like on a Jeep Liberty. Now I'm gonna clean the inside with some brake cleaner. Took a breath in and woo! Yeah, kind of like hold your breath while you do it or put something over your nose. This will work, right? Woo! Gonna let that air out in the garage. You also have to let the brake cleaner dry from your diff before you fill it up with fluid, which doesn't take too long. It evaporates pretty quickly, dries pretty quickly. Stinky. I'm gonna clean up that mess. Let that dry. Then scrape off the old gasket. Got the diff cover cleaned up on the inside. Looks good now. Got all the old gasket scraped off. I'm gonna slap this back on the rear diff and get it finger tight. And then in an hour, I will torque the bolts down. Well, it's been over an hour. Now all I'll have to do is torque the rear diff cover, then put some fluid in there. So I got the diff cover all torqued down. That's 30 foot-pound torque on each bolt head. And I used 85 W140 in the rear diff. I went with non-synthetic fluid this time because it's cheaper. It was recommended on the Liberty forums I saw on the internet. And also, I didn't want to spend the money on a full synthetic fluid because I want to run a cheaper fluid that works with it just to kind of clean it out. And then maybe, you know, later on put in a better diff fluid. So now I got to somehow put the fluid back in the transfer case. My little pump that I had doesn't really fit on there. This little blue funnel that I used to fill the transmission up actually fits in here, and I can angle it up while I pour the fluid in. No! It's still spilling out everywhere. That's not working. Now I just made a mess. So after about spilling a quarter of my ATF4 fluid out of this 1 quart here, I came up with an ingenious idea. I think it's gonna work. So my idea worked. However, I have version 2.0 here. A lot better design, yeah. Gotta make do with what you got. I won't be able to film this because it's quite messy. Sorry, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. I'll go let that drain and then clean myself up for the 100th time. Now, all I have to do is put some fluid in the front diff and I'll be done with the front diff. That's done. The neat thing about this skid plate is there's 2 tabs at the back of it. So once you have the bolts in the cross member, you just slide it back into those slots and then put your bolts in. But still tricky to hold it up. Before I go to bed, I'm gonna do a quick oil change on this Jeep. Any second, okay. Whew. Oh yeah. Okay, it's draining down in there. Ooh, that's close. While it's draining, the next thing to do is take off your oil filter. Right there. And while I was waiting for the oil to change, I changed the PCV valve. Now I just have to put the air box back on. Take 2, put some oil in here, hook everything back up, let it run for a minute, check the oil level, and then take it for a ride. Sure it gets every last bit of oil out. Time to open the garage door, fire up the Jeep, let the motor oil cycle for a little bit, check the oil level, and then go for a drive. Test drive went very well. I am super tired, so this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Bye-bye.